Hi, I'm Scott.
I'm Matt, hi.
We're from HireWindow, and today we're going to be talking about covering letters. So Matt, what is a covering letter and why is it important?
So a covering letter is something that some employers will ask for alongside a CV to form part of an application for a job, basically. I guess the idea of a covering letter, as much as anything, is to give applicants an opportunity to talk very specifically about their interest in the job and their qualifications for it in a way that a CV maybe can't cover in as much detail. So I guess nailing the covering letter is important because it becomes a really critical sales document for yourself. You know, it becomes an opportunity for you, as I say, in a way that a CV perhaps can't, to really express why it is you're interested and perfect for a job that's coming up, and you've got a bit more, I guess, leeway, to talk in more detail about these things, because a covering letter can be, maybe an A4 page long, which is quite a long opportunity to talk about the job and yourself.
And I suppose the modern day way of applying, I think traditionally with covering letters, it was because you would send them in a post.
Sure.
CV and then your covering letter on top.
Yeah.
Now you're more likely to maybe apply online through
you're almost definite.
But through a recruiter's website or even just send an email.
Yeah.
Does that change the way a covering letter works, or should you treat an email the same as you would printing out a piece of paper?
Look, recruitment overall is a bit weird because it's completely behind the times. There is essentially no reason at all for covering letters to still exist in any way, shape or form. There is no reason really for CVs to actually exist at all. But they are still, they are requests that you will actually come across still. So it's worth understanding. Like you say, should it look like a letter that you would have printed out and posted? I don't think so. I don't think you need to have a covering letter formatted with, dear sir, madam, and maybe like your address at the top or anything weird like that. You don't need to think about it as if you are about to send it via Royal Mail. I think this question really depends a lot on the type of role that you're applying for. Yeah. If you're applying to an engineering consultancy and it's maybe quite a traditional part of the industry, suit and tie type job, I'd keep it relatively formal. I'd keep it black text on a white page in paragraphs, no more than an A4 side long. If I was applying if I had to write a covering letter for a job that was in marketing, for example, I think really differently about that. I'd format it differently. It would be a slightly more creative document to sort of supplement my CV. So it does depend on the role that you're applying for. I guess you can't go too far wrong if it is just words on a page. But it could be a lot more powerful than that if it's the right job, the right industry you're applying for.
What should you include in your covering letter?
So try not to just copy your CV. So try not to just make it information that employer, that recruiter already has from your CV. Pick out the bits of detail from your CV and expand on them, the most relevant bits. So look at the job advert itself, a full job description if you can get your hands on one. Look at the employer's career site, understand their values, what kind of people they're looking for, soft skills, and make sure you are covering off those points in full in that covering letter, exactly why you are nailed on for this job. Make sure you really, as much as possible, convey a sense of, passion and desire for the job as well. So it's a really good opportunity for you to write in a manner that is perhaps less formal than you might have on a CV, and really hammers home why you're good for a job, but why you're interested as well, and why you're kind of passionate. So it's, as I say, it's a great opportunity to cover off points about the job and the organisation where you can say, yeah, that's why me, that's why me, that's why me. Really selling yourself as an applicant for the role, and give a sense of that passion and the commitment. And I think it's really important to try and tell a bit of a story as well. So people react really well to storytelling. That's why in sales and marketing, storytelling has been all the rage in recent years. So if you can kind of convey a bit of a sense of, this is why I studied what I'm studying, and this has always been my passion, and longer term I want to achieve this and go into this, that will work really well in a covering letter as well.
I always think a covering letter is a chance to add a bit of personality show a bit about what you're actually about, whereas a CV can be quite, structured and just this point, this point, this point.
Yeah, I mean 100%. Again, it depends on the industry and the type of organisation you're trying to go into and apply for. But you're absolutely right. That kind of really putting your own stamp on it and beginning to give the person reading the document a real idea as to what you're all about. Absolutely, great opportunity for that.
And is there anything you think you shouldn't include in a covering letter?
I think the big one that springs to mind is just don't make it basically another version of your CV. Don't make it kind of, I spent 2 years here and I was doing this, and then as an afterthought and go, that's why I'm good for the role. Make it really, really kind of specific to the job and make it additive to your CV and your application rather than just kind of same old. I think we as British people often, we're not very good at self-promotion as well. Yeah. So a lot of people will fall into, I guess, saying the what rather than the why. If it was a sales document, say the facts rather than the benefits.
Yeah.
So make sure that you are, rather than just listing out kind of things of I did this and so I understand this, but talk about how you can impact the business as well, bring results. That's really, really important. So a lot of it's going to be more kind of sort of stylistic and just making sure it's not copying the CV. And again, a big one's going to be don't make it too long. I mean, if you're writing a covering letter that's any more than an A4 side, and realistically half an A4 side, it's too long.
And have you got any final tips for students that are applying for jobs and how they can use their covering letter to maximise their opportunities?
Do you know what? My final tip would be if you're struggling to write a covering letter. If you're looking at a job advert and you're looking at an organisation's careers page and the information about them, and you're looking at your experience, or you're thinking about what you're passionate about and you're thinking about what you enjoy doing and what you want to achieve in your career, and you're struggling to write a covering letter, it might be that the job's not right for you. So if you can't really connect with the job and write a document between half a page and a page long about why you're passionate about what it is, why you'd be interested in the job, great for the organisation, why you want to grow there and develop and convey that sense of passion, that might be a sign that it's not the right job for you. So sometimes actually writing a covering letter is a good acid test as to whether you should bother applying for a job at all. Now, that doesn't mean if you're struggling a bit with a covering letter, definitely don't apply to the job. I guess what I'm saying is just think about it, and if you're really struggling and you're going, I don't know what to say here, and I don't know if I've really got the right experience, I don't know if I really care enough about this industry to write this document, maybe the job's not right for you. So you can kind of think about it in reverse, and if you're not able to write that covering letter relatively easily, maybe take it as a sign that it's not the right career path for you.
Yeah, that's really good advice, and hope you found this video useful. And if you're a STEM student looking for that perfect grad job, sign up to HireWindow.com.
Thanks, guys.